So is it Snow White or Snow Woke? It's time now for The Other View. Well, Rachel Zegler, the lead actress in Disney's remake of Snow White, said at a promotional event that, quote, Prince Charming is a stalker, and it's wonderful that this new version is not a love story at all. All right, and joining us to discuss the complete abandonment of fairy tales as they once were, political policy analyst and Project 21 member Donna Jackson, plus the host of Stacy on the Right on Sirius XM Radio, Stacy Washington. Donna, the actress then went on to say it's possible that all of her male co-stars' scenes could be completely cut from the film. What's happening here? This is it just seems so wrong. I feel like we're going backwards every single day.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't even Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs anymore. It's a totally different show. But you know what? This is, again, the war on what it means to be a woman. All of a sudden, if you're in love, then you're not a woman. You got to be mean. You got to be angry. You got to have an attitude. And for the woke, I mean, it's all about being, how unhappy can you be? And so this is outrageous. If she doesn't like the role, she shouldn't do it.
It seems like she wants to be recreating the role to basically be a completely different role. Again, Snow Woke, not Snow White. Stacy, what's going on? What's at the bottom of this?
Well, what's at the bottom of it is that women who are woke are very unhappy. Women who claim the feminist mantle are very unhappy. And so it's not that they can't be happy or they lack the ability. It's that they take things that are naturally winsome, naturally fun, girls being rescued by a prince. There's nothing wrong with having that ethos. What she's essentially saying is there's only one way to be a woman. It's very, very limited. It's very kind of tunnel vision. Women have to be in charge. They have to be the boss of everyone. They have to be Amazons. They can't be soft or gentle or want to be rescued by a man. They can't enjoy femininity or manhood. They can't enjoy the way that we were created. Some of us do like that. And so for women who don't like it, it's not a statement against them. When we see movies where the woman is strong and she's in charge of everything, that's not a statement against softer, gentler women who choose to live another way. So I think there's room in America for all of us, every kind of woman, every type of ethos, and she's very limited and very unhappy. And it's unfortunate that she gets this role because she's obviously not the right person to speak for the film or for Disney.
But also, I think it's disappointing that the film itself or the new, I think it might be a live action version of Snow White, is completely disregarding the 1812 original Grimm fairy tale version. They're completely erasing the 1937 Disney film that was the original, trying to make it conform to some sort of social constructs of today that really just seem to erase the story altogether. That's just my 2 cents on this one. I want to get to this quickly. As we all know, of course, the historic town of Lahaina in Hawaii completely destroyed in the recent wildfires, leaving so many people without homes, forced to take refuge in shelters. Now, in the wake of the tragic disaster, TV personality Oprah Winfrey, who owns 1,000 acres of land on Maui, tried to visit a shelter housing survivors with a camera crew from a big network that you've all heard of, but she was turned away. Now, in a statement, county officials said that media was not allowed inside out of respect for those using the shelter. But after the initial rebuke, Miss Winfrey was eventually welcomed into the facility after she told her camera crew to stay outside. You know, whether you're a fan of Oprah Winfrey or not, Donna, it just seems that trying to, I'm going to say, capitalize on a disaster by arriving unannounced with a film crew. I get doing a job and being a journalist and wanting to go and share what's going on, but just arriving announced and saying, hey, I'm Oprah, knock, knock, let me in, doesn't seem to be really focusing on the victims.
Absolutely not. You know, it's again about Oprah and not about the tragedies that these families are facing, the pain. They don't know how their lives are going to recover because this is just the beginning of a long journey. But she's more concerned about her public image than she is the fate of these families who may have lost everything. And sometimes it's not about you, it's about the person that's actually hurting here. And I'm glad that they turned away the crew because the focus should be on the recovery of these families.
Stacy, I agree with Donna. I thought it was great that the facility actually said, you know, I'm sorry, I don't care who you are, but you simply can't bring your film crew in here. Again, it's about the victims, not about taking advantage of the victims.
So I think, you know, the facility director could have said, sure, Oprah, we'll give you limited access to people who want to step out here and speak to you on camera for a sizable donation. Now, knowing her, she's probably already donating, and so that's a moot issue. It is a bit tone deaf on her part this early in the actual situation to bring a film crew. I think, you know, so for anybody who's in media, especially if you're a woman, Oprah Winfrey has been such a trailblazer and done so much to open up access to all forms of media for all kinds of people. So it's kind of hard to slam her. But then on the other hand, because she is so media centric and she lives almost all of her life on camera, she really didn't understand that these people are grieving and mourning the loss of their belongings and their sense of self. Because so much of who we are is kind of where we live and where we come home to. That's a place of comfort. And so it was poor form on her to do this, but I'm hoping that she'll redeem herself by making an enormous donation, by setting up some help services there, because she has such an extensive network of employees and the ability and reach to do that.
Yes, indeed. And again, we're hearing reports even from People magazine just an hour ago. Oprah Winfrey promises to make, quote, major donation to Maui following the devastating wildfire. So again, respect her very much for doing that, but maybe give the people a little bit more time to heal before bringing the cameras. All right, Donna Jackson, Stacy Washington, great to have you as always. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.